it. All right. We have show 188 today, and we have our famous guest, Rocco. Give Rocco a hand, will you? Thank you. Hi, baby. See, this is unbelievable. And we have our co-host Ed McMahon here. Hi, Ed. Better known as Gino Fratelloni. It's a cover. And our real guest today is Anthony. Don't call me Tony. DeLeo.
Yes.
See that? The kids are awake. Oh. Now, I met Anthony at the market basket, right?
That's right.
Outside, and he was at a table trying to push something.
Trying to get signatures, yes.
Yes, it was soliciting, eh?
Yeah.
It's for a proposition. I was going to say preposition. Do you have a number on the proposition for next year? They don't give you one?
Not yet.
They will give you one, though.
Once it's approved, yeah.
What do you mean approved?
Well, it needs to get all the signatures, and they need to be verified. So.
How many signatures do you need? First of all, hold it. This is for a photo. This is for basically an ID when you're voting.
This is a petition to require identification when you go in to vote.
Right.
That's the purpose of it.
Right. Preferably ID, photo ID.
It's preferably photo ID. The intent is not to disenfranchise anyone.
Yes.
So if you don't have photo ID with you, you just sign an affidavit that you are who you claim you are.
Now you can be in big trouble if you lie, right?
May I interrupt?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it would be illegal.
Sir?
Yep.
Okay. In the past, an individual that come to this beautiful country, they have to file an application, and then if everything goes well, they go to the embassy, and the embassy will say, okay, now you did 5 years in this country, now you can go for your presentation of citizenship.
Now it's 5 minutes.
Then, after you have the citizenship and you have the okay from the government to vote, then when you are right for any individual to go and vote. But just because you have an identification doesn't mean that you are an American citizen, that you stay in this country 5 years without getting anybody trouble. You have to be nice, you don't have to go and steal, you have to go to work, you have to do everything what the country asks you to do. If you are young, you go in the military, things like that. But
you don't have to
5 years,
Gino,
you have to wait.
Gino,
yes,
it's volunteer. You don't have to go in.
But years ago is different. Now 5 years, then it's your obligation to go and vote if you love this country.
Look in the control room and see what's going on. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Now, but you came in. How long did you have to wait to come in?
My mama had to wait 20 years because she was French, and this why we were able to come. When the ambassador found out my wife was a citizen from France, then we were able to come in, because if you remember 1940 Italy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so they didn't want anybody from Italy. But we didn't do
that's
nothing.
When what's his puss when Bananas and signed with the wrong side, which looked like it was going to win at the time.
Yeah.
All right.
A lot of history.
Huh?
A lot of history.
Which they don't teach in a school now, right?
No, they don't.
They don't.
I got to pick up the accent.
But no, you have to realize we have 11 million people in this country, and we don't even know who they are. And you're going to give them a license to go and vote?
What do you mean me? I'm not going to give them a license. They already have it.
Well, that's a separate issue related to what we're trying to do, but it's a separate issue.
Yeah, thanks for getting us off the center.
I think this is a petition. It's a citizen-driven petition.
How many signatures do you need?
I've heard various numbers, but I think it's somewhere around 80,000. And we always try to get more than that, because some signatures are thrown out because they can't read it, or for a variety of different reasons. So we're aiming to get as close to 90,000 as we can.
You need signatures, right? Not printing.
Signatures, yes, signatures.
And
signatures, so that the town clerk can compare the signature and the address.
Well, you're not
what he
doing
has on
just for
record.
Westford. This is for the
No,
whole
this is
state.
statewide. This is statewide.
So you have other places where they're.
Everywhere. This is going on across the entire state. Every city, every town, there are people out trying to get signatures, on the petition.
I
drive.
notice in the news it's not covered.
It's not being covered at all.
Of course
and
not,
that's
because-
one of the reasons why I'm here, to try to get
That's
the
right.
word out.
Right. Now, could you go into more detail? What's the matter, baby?
But if those individuals, they don't, American citizens, they don't have the certificate,
You're going to lie down.
they're
All
going
right.
to go and vote?
Well, the way this is set up right now is you need to just show a photo ID or sign an affidavit. And that's the way this petition is set up.
But what
So
does it mean? What does it say, the petition? That they have to be American citizen before they can go and vote. Just because I have an ID,
Well, that's a given.
doesn't mean they.
Again, you need to look at the laws, okay? For federal elections, okay, the law is that you're supposed to be an American citizen in order to vote. Okay. For state and local elections, they don't have that requirement. They can follow that if they want to, but they're not mandated to follow it.
So that means that a lot of people can come and have an ID, they can go and vote.
It's being done now, at least that's
it's not right,
what's been reported, so,
Not right.
I mean, the idea behind this is to try to add one level of security to the voting process, which does not exist today. So what it will do is it will eliminate the fact that people go into polling stations or send in mail addresses under a faulty name and vote in someone else's name.
Unlike some of the states where they're dead.
Yes.
Yeah, very good.
Yes. I mean, we've had instances, reports at least in our town here, where people have gone in to vote, and the person checking them in has said, "No, you've already voted." It does happen. Again, these are just stories. I don't know the validity of them,
yeah.
but there are a number of these, throughout the country. And we saw a lot of these in the previous elections.
Does any state have this yet?
Yes, I forget how many states have that. I think 30 states or something like that have voter IDs.
Why are we waiting? Too liberal?
That's one of the reasons. Yeah. There's a lot of, if you look at what's been happening in a lot of the states, particularly the blue states, there's been a lot of opposition to getting voter IDs.
Blue states is Democrat?
Yes, there's a lot of opposition to getting voter IDs. As a matter of fact, I had a debate with someone when we were out there the other day collecting signatures, who kept insisting that if we did this, I would just disenfranchise voters.
What?
And I told him I'm not disenfranchising.
It would get rid of people who aren't supposed to be registered.
Yeah, I said I'm not disenfranchising anyone. If you don't have an ID, you sign an affidavit. That's not, you can still vote. Just sign the affidavit.
How about we do it on hair color? It's like he's saying you're ridiculous.
And again, this is. It may only be a small step, but it's a step toward trying to add some security to our election process here in Massachusetts. There's many things that this will not address, but it's a starting point, and it's a worthwhile one to start with. So we're out trying to get the word out that this petition is there. We have until the end of November to collect all of the signatures that are required.
End of this month?
Yes.
Do you know how many they got already?
I don't have the tally.
Does somebody keep track of that?
Oh yeah. Someone's got it. But then you send it in, and they got to be approved, so that you know what you've sent in, and when they're approved, they tell you certain ones have been approved. So there's kind of two counts going on because it's dynamic right now. But we are trying very hard to get the word out to people, to let them know that this signature drive is in taking place. We have until the end of the month to collect the required signatures, so we don't have a lot of time.
This is November 9th.
And and I think, as you said earlier, I think the biggest issue is that people are not aware that this is occurring. It's gotten no publicity anywhere.
They can thank the news
in the media. Yeah. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm here, is to try to get the word out and let people know. And you know, go to Market Basket here in Westford. You can go to a variety of other places in Chelmsford, Market Baskets, Lowell, Hannaford's. You know, we're there almost every weekend to try to collect signatures.
You get more people on weekends?
It varies a lot.
I'll tell you, go there on Sunday. The place is packed.
Yeah, it varies a lot. I mean, we were there this past weekend, and because the weather was nice, there weren't a lot of people shopping. So you never know.
Should go today.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, again, it's something that that we're just trying to do, and we're trying very hard to make people aware. And the bottom line is, even if you cannot go to a location where there's a person collecting signatures.
All right. So you have any? You have anything else you'd like to talk about this?
I think, like I said, I think the.
Hold it. It's as I said, please.
Yeah. I think the people need to understand that there's value in this. And the purpose is really to add a level of security. There's a lot of information, anecdotal information, that indicates that we don't have a very secure system here in Massachusetts. As a matter of fact, there was a seminar given just this week by a fellow by the name of Dr. Douglas Frank, who has been studying voter practices across the entire country, but in each state individually, and has developed algorithms where he can compare the voting tallies compared to the census that's taken every 5 years, every 10 years. Every 10 years, yeah. 10 years. And he has shown that you know he's able to predict voting patterns quite accurately. And he has said that in Massachusetts our system is not very secure.
Can I say one thing? No kidding.
Yeah, and I think many of us feel that way. So this will help. It may not be the final straw, but it certainly is an important one that we should try to do.
You know what the problem is? People are apathetic. They don't care about anything.
Many
just themselves. That's it. It's me, me, me.
Many are. Yes, you're right.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that comment. Thank you. That's 2-0, Leo. What's your name again? Gino.
Yeah, it's interesting when you're trying to solicit signatures. The reactions that people get, and a very large number just can't be bothered.
Get away from me.
Yeah, I'm often very, very surprised.
Oh, don't be. Don't be.
Oh, I know intellectually I shouldn't be, but I still am.
What are you, crazy? Wait a minute, Gino, hold on. When are you going to be at the Market Basket again?
I haven't seen the latest plans, but I would expect that we'll be there this weekend.
You would expect?
Yeah, I haven't seen the sign-up sheets for this week yet, but we've been at Market Basket every weekend.
That's Market Basket, but not Market.
Market Basket, yes.
Would you be kind enough to be a gentleman?
I am a gentleman. I didn't call him Anthony. All right, you have to be old. Yeah, well, no, we got it. People our age. Well, you too.
Some of these people, what if they speak different language? They still ask them to sign?
Yeah.
Even though they're not American, or they don't speak English?
Like I said, in this state, there's no requirement for that. So if they are on the voter rolls,
if they are, then
if they're on the voter rolls,
if they're not on the voting,
then they shouldn't be allowed to vote.
Out.
Okay.
You know, when you go into the polling place, they ask you for your name and address.
Oh, and then they ask you for the identification. Okay.
Yeah, and then ask you for.
Well, now they don't. They don't ask for it in Westford.
Now they don't.
No. Now you just say, "Where do you live, sir?" Or "Madam."
Yeah.
Give it, and they go, "Okay."
Yeah.
And they got different tables for different sections of the town.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Mine was way by itself.
But the question is, if they're not, if they don't know if they vote before, they say, "Okay, you can't vote." Am I correct?
If they don't, say that again?
If they don't have an address and say, I did vote last time, or maybe his name is not there, his vote will be out.
If his name is on the voter rolls, he's allowed to vote, whether he voted previously or not.
But if he's not,
if he's not on the list, they're not supposed to allow you to vote. That's right.
That makes me feel better.
There might be a slip of 20.
All right.
Yeah, you never know.
Never know. Make it a 50 with inflation. I don't give any receipts.
I mean, the people that are checking in are all volunteers, and I've done it myself, and you know, they look at the list that they're given from the town clerk.
And they go check.
Yep, and they check off.
Good. That's all I want to know.
I mean, I've been here and I've been in Drake, and I haven't seen anyone who has come in and their name has not been on the list. I've never seen that particular problem.
Yeah, but you kept looking the other way at the time.
No.
Yeah, a little tin there, huh?
No.
Just kidding, because we wouldn't
check
do
them
that.
off. So.
That's nice.
Check off and get out of here.
There you go.
Then you got to put it into the machine, which sucks your hand in, right?
Yeah, the new machines are pretty powerful.
Boom!
They draw it right in. Yes, they do.
It's like when you're paying through a machine for parking or something. Take it, phew, it's gone.
Yep.
I don't care how it's rolled. All right, thank you very much. Let's give you a hand.
Thank you.
Let's give him a hand. Come on.
I really,
there you go. The kids are.
I really want to.
Well, that's another one.
I really want to get everybody to come and sign and try to get this
if you
petition.
let me know, let me know. I'll come back. Just for you.
Okay. Yep. Nope. Everyone. This is very important.
You know what the problem is? They're there with different things, and you hear yeah. Sign for this. What was that for? Well, good. That was an excellent repartee.
There you go.
Thank you. Now, people in the by the way, it goes on YouTube, so the people in Hawaii will pay attention.
There you go. Yeah, that's right.
And I put it on Facebook and Twitter. You can be a star.
Oh, geez.
Oh, wait, look at this. There's 3 Baldos here. All right, so now, Genowitz,
all right,
you have something to say.
Yeah, first of all, I wanted to say that I went to a meeting in Rotary today at the right here in Westford at the hotel, and somebody said I said, Gino, you know a lot of people. Can you ask them to come in and be a guest on Rotary? Because we need members for some reason. After the pandemic 19, many people just forget to come back.
How much is it to be a member of the Rotary?
Well, I can't tell you right away, but the question is, when you want to go in Rotary, you say, I want to be a guest, and then you sit down and you have your meal, and then you learn about Rotary. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, in Westford we have a lot of members that used to be members in Rotary. So I'm just reclaiming all those people, and maybe some of those people might know some friends, and they can come to Rotary in Westford. Westford is they do so much for other people, for the school, for the seniors, and everybody that needs some help. That's what Rotary does, okay? So if you go to a Rotary meeting and they say, who are you? I say, well, Gino sent me here. Just mention my name. Gino sent me here, and they accept you right away.
Can I say, Rotary is all over the country and the world, right?
Yes, we have about over 1.5 million all over the world, yes. But nevertheless, right now I'm going to read something. This is a Habitat for Humanity, North Central Massachusetts. Attention book group, reader and volunteer. Please join us for the 4th annual Outdoor and Rock Club fundraising. Sunday, December 3rd, 6 to 8 p.m. Day at the Sea by Author Ellie Oseni, hosted by First Parish of Bolton, 673 Main Street, Bolton, Massachusetts. Enjoy an evening of good story, good food, great conversation, and support Habitat NCM. A keynote by author Ellie Oseni. free admission, light refreshment provide. We welcome donation towards our local build at the end of evening. The question is, the email is Diana at
hold it. Let me read that. Your accent's killing it.
Would you keep quiet before I knock you out?
I'm just being truthful. All right. The email, Diana. Stop it. At ncmhabitat.org for more information. Let's do that again.
One more time.
I didn't ask you to read it, but it would be another Italian accent.
I don't have an Italian accent.
All right. Diana at ncmhabitat.org. Okay, and it's it's Sunday 6 to 8. Author and book club. I thought you said it sounded like rock climbing to me.
Would you be kind enough?
What is
Be nice. Look,
no, it's very good.
let me explain something.
Hold it. Nick, can you put this email address up too? All right. Yes, again. All right, baby. Come on now. I want Rockford.
All right. Okay, 1 second, Nikki, 1 second. The question is, this organization, Habitat for Humanity, they do, especially they help everybody. Veteran that is unable, okay, they can help him. If he has something they cannot do, they will send volunteer there. I mean, there is, and then you can donate whatever you can afford. But they do so much in all over the country. So if you are interested, come to this event and then you may learn a little bit more. I wanted to say thank you and God bless you.
All right, we have 4 minutes and 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
There we go.
Now, do you have anything else? So we can always shorten this. If you do have anything else to say?
No, I think that it's just important that people understand what the provisions are. You know, again, we're asking that people show a photo ID when they go in person. If they don't have it with them, they can sign an affidavit. And for people who prefer to do mail-in ballots, we're just asking them to include a photo along with the mail-in ballot when they send it in. So that's the provision that if it makes it to the ballot, that's what they would be voting on, whether they would like to see that.
And they give you a number, right?
When it's finally approved, yes. Yeah.
The legislature approves it?
No.
Somebody has to if it got enough.
The Secretary of State.
Oh, Galvin.
Yeah.
Not Dennis.
Once we reach the signature threshold, then he looks it over, makes sure everything is kosher, and then he approves it.
Whoa, turning Jewish on me. All right, come on now.
Yeah.
And decides whether to put it on the ballot.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, how can he decide not to if it's got the signatures?
Crazier things have happened.
And before I forget, this gentleman, his name is Edward Cohen.
Right.
And he's a very nice gentleman, and he likes to invite anybody that wants to tell him a story, and then it'd be beautiful. So you can get away from whatever you do. If you have time, you can make an arrangement. You can call the cat in Westford, and they will tell you when he's available. But I'm telling you, he's trying to help other people for whatever reason. So take advantage of this young man that he does a lot for other people, and like you see, he's been doing a lot for this gentleman.
Right.
He told us a story. That's all you have to do. Tell us a story, and then you might come back, or maybe you might send somebody else, your friends or whatever, and he will be very happy to have you at the station.
And if you don't want to come in person, you can do it via Zoom.
Oh.
See that? You want to come on in Zoom?
No.
Give me a count as it's going.
Yeah, right.
In order to come in Zoom, you have to call the station so they can give you the ID.
Right.
And I wanted to say thank you for us. We appreciate it. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the show when it comes on. Thank you.
Certainly. Especially with Tony. Hey, Tony?
Yeah.
Tony. The glare must be terrible.
Don't get this opportunity very often. So.
No, you don't. And why not, you know?
So I'm going to say to Dennis Galvin, I meet Tony.
There you go.
And he says, who?
No, no, Dennis knows who I am.
How come he knows who you are? You radical, you.
I can say Antonino.
You radical.
No, we've worked together.
Oh, yeah. I was sitting there at his celebration for winning when the votes came in.
Oh yeah, the last election then?
No, well, I don't know. It was one of them. It wasn't the last one. I don't know. I don't know. Did he run again after that?
He's running now.
I know he is.
Yeah.
He should keep running.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we're talking about somebody who used to be a state police.
A very good gentleman.
Right. Not in. He was in the state police, but he had a high office, right?
Major.
Major, baby.
Major.
That's right. All right.
All right.
Your motor's running. Cut it out.
Yep. Yep.
All right. So I want to thank everybody.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Yep.
No, thank you. Chip and Dale. We have, believe it or not, we have for the outfield. Cheap seat. We have 2 shows next week, Wednesday and Friday, buddy.
Yes, sir. Barry.
The one on Wednesday is at noon.
Yes, sir.
Think you can make it here? Thank you very much.
We'll find out.
Boy, how we hook people. I mean, yeah. All right, so we'll see you again next week. And remember, pay attention to what's your name again? Pay attention to what Tony DeLeo has brought up.
But his real name is Antonio.
Antonio.
Tony, hey, buddy. One more time, baby. All right. Okay, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Ed Sullivan is dead, but Cohen isn't. And when it comes to weather, Cohen's smart. As New York as you get, his money's on the Mets, which goes to show that Ed's a Joe who always bets his heart. You'll hear a slick review or 2 from Nicky. And Cantor Something Berg will sing some song. There's weather news and shtick, enough to make you sick. You'll be glad you came along.